Greetings to all. I am Dr. Ashok Kumar Katta, MBA Department, Vistas. Program MBA Semester 2, Subject Operations Management. Today, the topic for the presentation is on types of logistics. What is the definition of logistics management? The Council of Supply Chain Management Professionals, in simple, we can say that CSCMP, one of the leading professional organization for logistics personnel and formerly known as the Council of Logistics Management, was defining about the logistics management. Before that, we should have some kind of awareness about the broader sense of logistics. Logistics, which is working under a diverse part under supply chain management. Here, according to the CLM or CSCMP was defining about logistics management means that part of supply chain management. I already told you supply chain management, which is going to deal with whole process of production to end user, from the supplier to the material directly, indirectly they were organizing to distribute the products to the customers. Here the entire inbound process, outbound process also to be managing under the head of supply chain management. But certain companies, they were very clear, they cannot able to follow it by the full length of supply chain management process. So from supplier to the carry forward products to the institutions, from institutions or the factories to reaching the end consumer, they were splitted their roles and responsibilities relatively, they were working on it. Here also in the definition they are talking about supply chain management, which is plans, implementation and control the efficient, effective forward and all the time, which is focusing on reverse flow and storage of goods, not only by the goods, service related also, information between the point of origin and the point of consumption in order to meet the customer requirements. Here the companies are not only to provide the point of gathering the raw materials or inputs from the supplier to carry forward to the institutions or by the manufacturing plants, but also that they are extending their help to the customers, sometimes which is maybe working as reverse proportion also. After delivering the products to the customers, he may refuse by various reasons. When the customers are refusing the product, immediately that should be returned to the manufacturers. So those kind of transportation process also to be maintained or to be control of logistics management. When we are continuing the definition, here the logistics is not confined to manufacturing operations alone. It is also including the service sector with entities such as government, banks, telecommunications, hospital, educational institutions, retailers, what not else, everything which is going to be comes under that the logistics management. Here why we are point out at these particular sectors, because most of the people they were compulsorily using about these institutions services. Here the banks, telecommunications, educational institutions, whereas all the human resources are frequently they are moving from one place to another place with the help of by a sufficient logistics management only. What is the definition or the key words under logistics management? First we should know about the logistics, where the logistics which is going to be described material to the manufacturing of products for moving into the forms. So when there is a movement of the products, when there is a free flow, then definitely that is going to be comes under logistics. It may be a material, it may be a semi-finished product, or it may be a finished product also to be considerable. Inbound logistics which is covered material received from suppliers. Here, supplier or whoever providing the materials to the institutions, they are in separate entity. Sometimes they themselves will have their own transportation to deliver their products to the manufacturers. Sometimes suppliers only to provide by the material, that is the role of them. By the time supplier or the companies will be hire some kind of logistics system to carry forward materials from supplier to manufacturing company. That is called it as a inbound logistics. Third one, material management. So material management means which is talking on to describe what kind of material we are carry forwarding, which is like perishable, durable, non-durable, the kind of product it should be knowing by the material management or material managers. Relatively, they will be framing about by the system of moving. The kind of logistics can be set it out. Here we need to be understood material not only by a dead stock, sometimes the live stock also to be transferred from one place to another place. When we take an example like a railway industry, railways are working in two dimensions. One is in goods, another one is livestock, that is called it as passenger trains. So passengers can travel from one place to another place. Here they need to take utmost care about the facilities to provide in the coaches. Whereas in the goods, we need to taking care of if rain comes, how are you going to protect? You should not be have any kind of leakages. No one should not be theft. In the goods, it should not be any kind of damages. So the smooth entity, we need to be describe the quantity of the materials. Physical distribution. This is all the time to refer about the movement of goods are outward from the end of assembly and then finally which is going to reach to the end user. Most of the time the companies what they will do, once the product was ready, immediately they will dispatch to the end user. Sometimes 90% of product can be prepared and they will keep it at the warehouses and they will make up by the product of rest of 10% ultimate product which is delivered to the customer by properly assembling it. All these are parts of logistics management. Next one, types of logistics. Now in this picture we can come across by knowing about the pin-to-pin process. The logistics can be split into the 5 important steps by the field of procurement logistics, production logistics, sales logistics, recovery logistics and recycling logistics. In the procurement logistics and the production logistics which is talking about to get materials from suppliers. Procurement is all the time to talk about inventory or the raw form of materials. Sometimes it cannot be available directly. There are certain suppliers will be establish their own layouts or the manufacturing plants to make it as a full-fledged available input material. The entire process which is going to be done by procurement logistics. After that, which is move on to the production logistics. In the point of the production logistics, the factories, they will be taking the production or the input of the material. Relatively, they will start to go for the production. In the production, once they make it ready, they will smoothly going for manufacturing. After the complete manufacturing of the product, then it will be move on to the sales logistics. In the sales logistics, again they will be hiring by the transportation to deliver all the products to their concerned distributors, retailers. Finally, the recovery logistics. If in case the respective customers were not at all happy by using or by seeing the product's quality standards, then they can immediately return the same products to the manufacturers. So all these are continuous process of delivering the products to the end user. Based on their comfortability, they will be changing by the system of delivering of the products. Now in the picture also we can find out in the first one, which is talking about procurement logistics. Here the factories and overseas. The material we are getting from some kind of SME manufactured institutions, or the available supply or the materials through overseas we are directly carry forwarding to the other countries also. They will do the necessary process of the manufacturing it. These are all regular process of each and every industry when they are targeting manufacturing of the products. Major logistics functions. Here the processing order, a critical part we need to be study all the time, from the order to the dispatched or the end supplying of the product. Here transportation, as we are all know, without transportation even the raw material or a finished product, it cannot be moved from one place to another place. Even within the organization also, when you carry forward the products from one department to another department, it may be a distance of half kilometer or 100 meters, or sometime the object is too much of weight. Many other reasons we should be required internal transportation also. Managing the inventory. Inventory based on the requirements, based on the qualities, they will be have an optimum mix for delivering of it. Warehousing. In the warehousing also, they are going to be keep all the materials, also very important thing. Why? Because after manufacturing a product, temporarily we are going to store in the warehouses. With the help of the warehouses, all these things can be remanufactured or can do any kind of mistakes whenever they found. Definitely they will do all kind of modification changes in the warehousing. Packing. A beautiful packing is all the time an attractive element for sale of their products. Handling materials and storages. When we given the authority for a subjective person to handle by the materials or the stock related domains, definitely he will be the responsible for the whole the things, so that it will not be have any kind of effectives or the problems for the management at all. To be monitored. So what we need to be monitored, whether everything is properly going on as per the plan, or anything need to be do any kind of changes, also to be noted by the management. Basic elements of logistics and supply chain management. Every business success directly, indirectly, depending on how effectively you are maintaining your logistics management. Relatively, what is the turnover, what is the time being dispatching of the product, how qualitatively you are dispatching all your products to the customers, also to be noted. For that, how effectively you are making the plans for the grand success of your organization, also to be considered for the grand success of the organizations. Thank you.